I wanted to show you how well these are doing. They were so wilted earlier when the sun was so hot on them, but as you can see, they don't need any moisture. They have plenty. I noticed I had a couple of female blooms. Oh, here's one. And it looked like it was going to turn yellow and fall off. And it still might. You can see it right there. But I went ahead and opened up the bloom that never had opened and took some of these male blooms here, and pollinated it. So it may or may not survive. These are some I have to take out of this bucket because I don't know. We had storms here over the weekend, and a lot of them, I staked them down. I took fence wire, as you can see right here, and pushed it into the ground and held them down so the wind wouldn't tear up the vine so bad. And it worked pretty good, actually. I'm not seeing any female blooms on any of these. And, well, I see one way down there at the end. It's not open or anything yet. But God in His wisdom made a lot of male blooms come out to attract the pollinators before the females ever did. So, isn't He awesome? And I have definitely lost count of what these are. I mean, I can't tell you which vine is what. I got 5 kinds of pumpkins. Winter squash out here. And I can't tell you which ones is which. I knew when I planted them, when I put them in. And I'm beginning to think this has to be a zucchini. It's not offered to run yet at all, but you can see if you look real close in there, it's going to start blooming. Hold on, right there. See that little bloom? I'm going to get my Vicks Vapor Rub, and I'm going to massage a little bit of it into the stems. And because I know the vine borers love these things. And I didn't intend to plant a trap crop here. I like zucchini, don't get me wrong. I'd like to have some to eat for myself, not give it all to the vine borers. But the trap crop I planted over next to the privacy fence, so I don't know what's... Now this, I think I know, is the thigh pumpkin. It's spelled Thai. And it's slow growing. The soil's not hard, I've checked it, so I just transplanted this little guy. I'm thinking about using him in the grow off with Callie Kim's challenge, because I already had a beefsteak I put in around the last of March. I'll show it to you and show you what's on it. I don't feel too good about entering it because I feel like I'm be cheating them in the south. I'm far ahead of some of those in the north that would maybe have started theirs in a greenhouse. See this beefsteak? See those tomatoes? And it's putting on more tomatoes, more flowers. Look at the flowers. Needs a little more potash though, because I want more flowers than that. The more potash you give it, the more flowers and tomatoes you'll have. But with this, I want the most and I want the biggest. But I just don't feel right about using this one in the challenge. Since I have, well, everybody else that's in the challenges in the South has the same weather and all this that I've had to, or maybe I could use this one. I stuck this one out this morning as well. But it's a German pink. It's not a beefsteak. It makes a big tomato. But I may just use it. I don't know. I have not decided. Or else I'll go and buy a small, regular plant from the nursery. Beefsteak. Look what the wind and the storms did to my grapes. The little grapes that I thought I'd have this year. Most of those stayed on, but this twig here, it blew almost, well, all of them off except about 3 or 4. You can see it there. Maybe these will stay, hopefully. It probably blew a lot of the blueberries off too. I mean, we had some strong winds. Like I said, I had one last little mandarin satsuma on here, and the storms got it. It's no longer on here. Can't find it anywhere. Oh, if you're wondering what I look like, this is me in all my 68 years. See how, so a lot of these were planted after, as an afterthought, more or less. I realized these pots are too small to plant pumpkins in. They're fine for cucumbers. They're too small for pumpkins. That's just all. They're 2-gallon pots. I used them last year for cucumbers, and they worked okay, but they're not going to work okay for pumpkins. I see that already. And since we have such a long growing season, well, this afternoon I'm going to get out here with or late this evening after the sun's gone down, I'm going to get out here. I still feel the Vicks Save on these. But I'm going to get out here after the sun's gone down, and I'm going to massage a little Vicks into some of these I've missed that have grown out of the ground. And even though the soil they're in are moist, look how limp these leaves all are. They look like they desperately need a drink, don't they? Look here. They don't need a drink. Look how thick and look how moist and black that soil is. They don't need a drink. It's just the hot sun. And when the sun gets off from them, they'll liven right back up like the rest of these do. I know these have Vicks on them too. Yeah. So far, I've not seen a vine borer moth, but that don't mean they won't come. Now these have Vicks too. But it's lost its smell. See, that's the reason I need to redo it. You can look at my fingers. See how oily my fingers are? That's the Vicks. But it has lost its smell, and I've planted something in that bucket. And we'll all see together what it is, because I can't remember. I'm thinking it was a melon of some sort. Either a cantaloupe or a watermelon. Oh dear, I see what I got going on here. I got 2 of these close together. Oh, this one's still covered in Vicks salve. See that? Oh, it still has its Vicks smell too. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good crop. My son, when he was growing up, when it came to their birthdays, I would ask, what kind of cake do you want for your birthday? And the other two would normally choose chocolate or strawberry or something like that. And I did a lot of baking from scratch, actually. I still do sometimes when I get in the mood. And but Danny, the one I live with now, I asked him, what would you like? It was always pumpkin pie. So that's what he got for his birthday cake, pumpkin pie. So this is all for him. I like pumpkin pie, okay, but I can take it or leave it. I just soon have sweet potato pie. I'll give some of these away. I'll store some of them. I'll preserve some of them in the freezer so he can have pumpkin pie whenever he wants it. And the wind blew a lot of green leaves down back here on this backyard. In the UK, they would say back garden. When I lived over there, any space they had outside the back door was a garden, even if it weren't 20 feet. I think I'm gonna rake up all these green leaves, put them in the compost pile, and do a hot compost. Move it to where it gets sun most of the day, and do a hot compost. Okay, well that's the update. And pumpkins do not like to be transplanted after they have gotten this big. And I won't be transplanting another. I have one too many in a pot over there. And they don't like it. See how the wind broke over the potatoes? They're still alive, but they're all broken. These managed to escape getting broken because the wall shielded them. I guess the wind come right around the wall and got these, because the wind all came from that direction. And this little bitty thing is coming to a head. Look at there. It was so crooked when I put it in. Here's another tomato plant that I just put out yesterday, I believe, Saturday. And there's a head on this that I'm going to have to use soon because it's about to bloom. And the cabbages are never going to make a head now because it's already too hot. When it gets hot here, it gets hot and humid. That's my update, and I'll try to keep you. Oh, that by the fig tree over there is wild garlic. Boy, it's prolific too. It's like this mint right here. It'll take over a patch. I'm going to move this mint probably late this evening when it's not so hot out here. I picked some strawberries. Well, a strawberry, a big, beautiful red one, but I knew the birds would get it if I didn't get it. So, and I also cooked down 2 pounds of strawberries the other day and put them in the refrigerator. I do have to get some potash in here. Really do. It's if you want more blooms and more tomatoes, you've got to have good potash in your soil. And the best way I know to get good potash and it not be something that is not organic is to burn some little twigs and limbs yourself and stir the ashes in. I guess this German pink has potato leaves. This is the first year I've ever grown them, and the leaves all look kind of weird to me because I'd never grown a potato leaf type tomato. I found a couple of nice sized peaches left on the tree that the wind didn't get. And I took all my flowers on the porch down from their hangers and everything and put them down beside the concrete and preserved them. Look at this rose. Isn't that thing beautiful? But you know what? Hybrid roses don't have much of a smell. I found out by watching somebody else's YouTube channel. I can't remember who it was. Oh yes, I do remember. I think it was Flip Flop Homestead. I found out what those flowers were, but I can't remember what they were now. I can't remember what she said. I don't want to show you my carport. It's a mess where I've been making pots and strawberries there. I need to put something under them before they start to decay on that dirt. Been filling pots this morning. Oh, look at this. This is chocolate peppers. And I still have to get those in a bucket. I completely forgot them because they're hidden almost. I'll do that this evening as well. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.